Hi, my name is Michael Fleming, and I'm a tuba player with the United States Naval Academy Bands. I'm creating this series of videos to help young tuba players prepare for military band auditions. In each video, I will talk about a different excerpt or solo that is commonly asked on military band auditions. For my first video, I wanted to talk about John Philip Sousa's The Stars and Stripes Forever. I'll begin by showing you a full performance of this excerpt. Stars and Stripes is one of the most commonly asked excerpts on military band auditions, so it's important that you dedicate plenty of time to mastering this excerpt. This excerpt is usually divided into two sections, the opening and the dogfight. Let's start by talking about the opening. In the first four measures, you want to direct your phrase to the low C flats. They're marked with marcato accents, so I like to play them with a slightly heavier articulation at the front of the note and with slightly more sustain than the other notes in this excerpt. The next 8 measures are the most technically challenging aspect of this excerpt. But before we get into our technical practice, we need to make sure we have a phrasing plan. Remember, all of our technical practice is in service of creating a good phrase. This section can be divided into two 2-measure segments, followed by a 4-measure segment. They are marked on screen below. I like to think of each segment as becoming progressively more intense, with the phrase direction in each segment leading to the last note of that segment. A good way to practice your phrase plan is by removing the 30-second notes and only focusing on the big beats, like this. Now we can add the 30-second notes. Some common pitfalls with these 30-second notes is that they are played as 16th notes instead of 30-second notes, or they are unclear due to their speed. I like to start practicing these 30-second notes by practicing using my vowels alone. When I do this, I like to focus on making sure my vowels are moving clearly and precisely in time, like this. Now that we have our valves moving, we can start playing the tuba. An exercise I like to do is to play these 8 measures, but to play it in common time instead of cut time. This allows me to focus on 30-second notes, making sure they're nice and clean, while also paying attention to my phrasing plan. This exercise looks like this. Let's move on to the dogfight section. This section can demonstrate your ability to play in time and with very clear articulation. I like to make sure I am making a difference between the staccato and marcato accents marked in this section. Be careful not to rush on the repeated 8th notes. It is important to dedicate plenty of practice time to making sure that this excerpt is played in time. It's a great opportunity to use a practice strategy known as offbeat practice, where you put a metronome on, but it's clicking on the offbeats, like this. Make sure you play the final four measures with no ritardando. I like to practice slurring the final three notes to make sure I am finding the center of each pitch. This will make it easier for those notes to speak clearly when I add the marcato accents at the end. Take a listen. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have any suggestions for how I can improve these videos, please let me know in the comments. If you'd like to reach out for a lesson, my contact information is in the description below. You can contact me at michaelplaystuba.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you all very much for watching.